Scotland hoping to implement a 4-day work week for some of its civil servants. Last year, Britain completed the biggest trial yet of a 4-day work week experiment, revealing breakthroughs in productivity, flexibility in the workplace. Now, the move will impact a range of departments and will reportedly run for about 12 months. And advisors say it's also to improve work-life balance. Let's bring in Dr. Camila Forkosh-Lavan, a licensed practicing psychologist and organizational consultant. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, a spokesperson for the Scottish government spoke to media saying that they really want to assess environmental, health, and well-being benefits, as well as how efficient workers can be. So, can a 4-day work week actually mean more productivity in the workplace?
Yes, actually, and we do have a lot of research. If you remember way back when, a few years ago, there were these things where there was like sleep time or a sleep room, or even there are some stations that were made in such a way where you individually can have basically a bed underneath your table and you can have a rest. So what we noticed is this: if you do give some trust and freedom to your employees, pretend they're, people that could be respected, then actually they will work harder for you, right? And going to sleep, even for a little bit, will also reset a little bit the chemical balance in your brain, making you much more awake, because often there's like this dip in the middle of the day, right? Or like in the second half of the day where people start to get tired. So coffee just doesn't do the same work, or how much Red Bull can you drink, right? So if you do give that freedom for a person to take a rest or to take a moment, they actually will be more appreciative and more open and work for you because they want to, which means they will be far more productive.
Is there any research that opposes a 4-day work week that says people actually will be slacking off and there will be a whole day's worth of work that just won't get done? Is there an argument for that part?
I haven't seen one. There, of course, can be made an argument for that of like, okay, so if you will not be sitting on people and micromanaging, maybe you will lose them and they will not work. However, we do see a lot of research on the micromanaging thing that impedes very much the work environment and makes it often very depressing, high anxiety, just everything that you do not want to have at work. So one of the arguments could be, for example, if people will be working less, what are they going to do with their time? It doesn't matter what they're going to do with their time. They're going to spend it with a family. They're going to go hiking. They're going to do things to recharge. Even if they're going to have some kind of employment on the side a little bit more for those that do need the money. But like if you keep the money the same, the salaries are the same, everything is the same, yeah? You don't count by the day, you can't count by this is the job and this is what you're doing. So then they're going to be more satisfied by the time they come home, because now by the time they go back to work, because now they're recharged. Now they had something, happy, or just slept in or whatever. So all of a sudden they're ready to go for it. They're not going to not work. You know what I'm saying? They will work actually more, for sure. We have a lot of research on this. And even for us, I think if each one of us kind of looks at ourselves and the days where you're overworked and overstressed versus days where you had some time to maybe sleep in, take a weekend off, or even during the day have a cup of coffee or just sit and space out under a tree, your ability to work and then produce things and concentrate is far, far greater.
All right, Dr. Camila Forkosh-Lavan, a licensed practicing psychologist and organizational consultant, joining us on the 4-day work week that I know some people in our office wish we had. Thank you.
Hey, I see you liked it. Want more? Just hit the subscribe button right here. Go on. I know you want to.